Hey guys, it's Dami here from Restaurant Revolution. Thank you for hopping on this call. Looking forward to serving you today with a short video. So today we're easily going to go over three things, three simple steps that we use to help our restaurants across Australia. To start with, social proof. I'm going to show you different examples of different restaurants, cafes, etc., cuisines that we've served. A lot of them are going to be Indian or Afghan ethnic restaurants. We'll start with showing you Kolapasi. So as you can see here, we actually grew their brand from virtually zero to over 567 followers in less than 4.5 months. All of the content for our clients, we have people to send over images, and then we pretty much do the designs, etc. They might have been a one-off, they might have picked over a few designs, but pretty much we use a pretty similar template for our different clients. We make sure that the messaging is correct and it's on brand. They were, a no MSG, unique kind of an angle for their Indian restaurant. Now you see the difference between this restaurant and many others is many others will just have a video or an image of their food without any real context or without any real relevancy. Therefore, it loses its professional feel. Since this is what's called top of funnel, so this is where the first time someone that's a stranger or a cold customer that hasn't eaten with you before, if this is going to be their first impression with you, it has to be professional. Another example of a client of ours is Jaiho, a very well-known Indian restaurant in Richmond. We'll let this load quickly. As you can see, very similar to Kalapasi, we have the food that we have of them. Then we have their brand in the bottom right or left corner. They had good Google reviews, so we use that as well as leverage. And you can literally see the difference between when they were doing it themselves, giving it a good go, by the way. Like, this is actually not too bad compared to when we came on board. Professional. Let it load. Consistent, right? So it's these little things that make it just look heads and shoulders above any other cuisine or cafe or restaurant that you're around. Another example, Biryani House. Right? Similar kind of situation, guys. They just started. I think they already have over 40 followers. And they literally just started like 30 days ago. Let me check for you guys. So similar thing, guys. Consistent, professional. It feels good, right? Same thing. So it's crucial that you master this before mastering any other part. There you go. That one has over 40 followers. So that one's at 49 followers. All organic, by the way, guys. This is organic results that we're talking about here. Now, other platforms. A lot of restaurants just do Instagram and Facebook. Very few of them are yet to still understand the power of a YouTube or a TikTok. TikTok, as you guys know, is owned by the Chinese. TikTok is starting to become one of the world's biggest search engines globally. It is catching up to Google. I'm urging you to understand this. It is catching up to Google. It is ignorant to not be using YouTube and TikTok in the race to grow your restaurant. Now, to give you an idea of the kind of standard that we go for when we talk about using YouTube, this is an example of the kind of video that we put up and create. Now, you might have someone overseas that's doing your social media management. You might have a daughter or a cousin or an intern or a university student. I understand, especially after COVID, a lot of restaurants took a hit. Many restaurants had to shut down. In 2020 March, when I was just about to get featured in the newspaper, in fact, I can show you this. 60% of my clients were restaurants. I lost 90% of them. right? So yeah, I was March 2020, just before COVID, when I was starting to build a real name for myself, was when I saw the effects of COVID on the hospitality industry, right? So I've been in this game for a while. Restaurant, boutique clothing, real estate, swimming industries, right? I understand the game. I understand it's tough, but that is the exact reason, and I'll let the screen load. That is the exact reason why you don't have a choice but to make sure that you are heads and shoulders above the competition. Because God forbid, if another COVID or if another pandemic was to happen, you want your restaurant to be able to withstand the push and the wind because you guys have such a strong online presence before even touching Google ads, before even running a promotional Facebook ad, because you invested the time, energy, and financial resources to make sure that you have such a solid foundation when it comes to the four platforms that are going to be core to your online business when it comes to pushing your restaurant online: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Imagine you're having a restaurant that's in the same street as Curry Vault, right? Same type of food, same type of cuisine, same length of time in business. One is just that little bit more active on YouTube and TikTok and understand the game. That's the one that's going to win every single time. Okay? Another example, TikTok. So this is Lux Afghan Kebab. They didn't even have too many images or videos to send us. But you might be wondering how, an Afghan restaurant in Werribee is able to scoop up just shy of 3,000 views on TikTok. Oh, excuse the sniffly nose, guys. Hay fever baby over here. But this simple, video, the edit wasn't that impressive. The music choice, subjectively was great, subjectively was not great. But the reason why I was able to scoop up just shy of 3,000 views is because what we did was we found out what was trending on TikTok. We found out, okay, what kind of edit style is working on TikTok that particular week. When you marry the two together, it creates a great result like so. And that brings me to my next and probably final point before I get to the three-step process. One of the biggest reasons why restaurants and food bloggers and different cafes love what we do is because we are partnered with Quasar Central. Now, Quasar Central, and I want my face to load for this. So I'm gonna wait for that to pop up in the corner. Anyway, we'll keep going. Quasar Central is Australia's largest Gen Z production company. It's only been around for less than 12 months, and they do controversial content like LGBTQI plus versus Christians. Do all black people think the same? Do all white people think the same? Dating based on outfits. You see, I'm going to close these tabs so my computer can withhold the duration. Yeah, dating based on outfits, which scooped over 12 million views on TikTok. Zero ads. And that's what I love about what we do at Restaurant Revolution and the other partners that we have. We show you guys results in real time. We're not trying to waste your time, right? Especially in this inflation economy. Now, this is Miss Australia model, the Bangladeshi lady. This video, right, generated over 400,000 likes, right? 400,000 likes. The makeup of a city liked one of our videos, just one. And the reason why we have such pull for restaurants is because we give you guys direct access to every single Gen Z or Gen Y or millennial or whatever that's ever featured on any of our episodes. And that's a list of 5 to 10,000 Australians all across the country. Because of the relationships we have with these beautiful Gen Zs and cast members of all flavors and all types of people and all races, we are now able to bypass your time wasted to try and find a food blogger, to try and find an influencer to work with. We use our database, we reach out to them for you, we set up the dates for them to come in and use and eat your food, and we will give them the roadmap of what kind of content will suffice to promote your restaurant. They then will cross promote your food on their page and on your personal accounts: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, etc. We cover the media distribution. We provide you the brand ambassador or relationship with the influencer. Depending obviously on your size as a restaurant, we'll be able to cater you an influencer that either has 2,000 followers, 5,000 followers, 7,000 followers plus. That's the game changer. And that's how you're able to collaborate with who's trending outside of your restaurant plus who's trending within your restaurant, marrying the two together makes it a really easy recipe for success. Now, let's extrapolate this in terms of a framework. So phase one, of what we do is target the cuisine, right? And competitor analysis. So we figure out who else is doing what you're doing, who else maybe has a cafe on your street, what kind of tactics are they using, who else is succeeding maybe in your city or area or suburb. What are they doing different? Most of the time, they're probably doing TikTok, right? Okay, great. So they're doing TikTok, so we can do more TikTok. On top of doing TikTok, what else can we do to create a unique value proposition? What's your restaurant's or cafe's unique mechanism? That's where the food blogger comes in. We're going to have, and that brings us to phase number two, straight into it, brand domination. So we already talked about the importance of being omnipresent: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We also now mentioned the importance of brand ambassadors, right? So what this means is, okay, doing this in and of itself, being active on all four platforms, is already going to make sure that you get a few extra money bags because others just are not going to be doing it. Where you now solidify yourself as the authority, here is the kicker, is consistently, keyword, consistently getting brand ambassadors and influencers coming to your restaurant on a monthly basis. So what this means, okay guys, forgive me for that intermission. So as I was saying, what the brand ambassadors and influencers do, it now allows you to solidify yourself as the authority. Imagine you got, the example that I gave you was the Miss Bangladeshi, Mrs. Australia, of 20, or finalists of 2021 appearing, right, at your restaurant. That's a lot of leverage, guys. That's a lot of attention. That's a lot of attention, right? Especially for these kinds of keywords. A lot of attention. The reason why this is even more important for our restaurateurs and cafe owners, to give you guys more perspective, is because if I type up cafe, best cafe, or in fact, just cafes, Sydney, TikTok. Check this out, guys. This is why I'm telling you the Chinese have cracked the code, right? Cafe in Sydney. Check this search volume out. It's going to be ridiculous. 61 million search results are related to the term cafe in Sydney. Currently, your restaurant or cafe is probably missing out on millions of organic search terms. Majority of you are already spending immediately on Google ads, Facebook ads, $1,000, $500, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 a month. When literally by you being active on TikTok, you can scoop up even a pinch of that volume. That is the importance of not just posting on the platform, but also leveraging, again, the authority of influencers. That is our advantage, and that's why it's up to you to make sure that you're active in partnering up with the right people to promote your restaurant consistently. Because if you get a pinch of 60 million views over 12 months, even if it's 1%, that's 60,000 new faces every single year that could potentially be appearing at your restaurant. So that's phase two, right? That's called top of funnel. So if you look at a funnel, funnel demonstration in marketing. This will do. There's awareness. This is top of funnel, where you establish trust, brand, interview, documentary style videos, consideration, retention, right? Currently, we're talking about here awareness, the top of the funnel. Most restaurants completely just go from a little bit of this straight into this. But you haven't even welcomed the people at the top of the funnel yet. Imagine you're going on a date. Are you going to go on one date and then propose straight away? No. You're going to go on multiple dates. You're going to introduce that partner to your family. If that's how you roll, then you're going to maybe get engaged. Then you're going to get married. You can't just go on one date and then get married and start running down straight away as a restaurant. Create organic content, master top of funnel, solidify yourself as an expert at what you do cuisine-wise and gastronomically with brand ambassadors and influencers. And then between month 4 to month 8, that's where we look at middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, right? And that's where people that have heard of you now are going to consider you. You're going to establish the benefits in the ads to why you are a better option compared to your competitors. You are now also going to retain the people that have purchased from you before by retargeting them, But we don't just retarget on Facebook, Instagram, and Google ads. We also retarget on TikTok and Snapchat ads. This is where the money bags really start to multiply. That is how, over the time span of 4 to 8 months, you not only establish yourself as an authority, but you also run paid traffic to matured organic channels. A lot of things that you might have even run into in the past is you're running a Facebook ad, and Facebook, what? Bans your ad account. You don't know what's going on. You do not know how to resolve it. You give up on Facebook forever. I've been there. You might have been there. If you haven't been there, awesome. Touch wood, because it can happen to anyone. Facebook's difficult. But what you never want to do is rely solely on one platform. That is why, if you are ultra diversified, with the money that you've made from becoming an authority, you can now spread it across Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, Google ads. I guarantee you, you could probably not name 5 restaurants that are running all of these ad platforms. You should be the first one. Now, that is how you're going to go from a restaurant that is busy 4 or 5 days of the week to 7 days of the week to all the time. That is the play. Now, if you're a restaurant that has 5 locations or more, then yes, there is more that I can teach you on how you can scale this to the moon, even more so. But again, master these first 3 phases and you can get to 5 locations with your restaurant. It might not happen in 4 to 8 months, but if you have 1 to 2 locations, you can definitely book out the 2 locations, right? Once you maintain that, following this 3-step process, yes, build up to 5 locations, and then we can talk about this step. But if you're short on time and you want to be able to master this, and you want to have the connections for this, and you want to run this correctly when the time is right, all you have to do is click that button below. We'll hop on a call with either myself or my team. We'll show you exactly how we've done it for other people, and we'll show you exactly how we're going to do it for you. If this makes sense, then great. I hope I've offered value to you, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next few days or so. Have a great evening, afternoon, or morning, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.